morning to you. This is Michelle, and I am waiting for my Botox today. Woohoo! But while we wait, of course, what do you do when you have a headache, you're irritated, you're cranky? You play with your orchids. So I have two orchids that have frustrated me. They came from Hauserman's. They're Phalaenopsis, which for me are the hardest orchid in the world. They fail on me over and over and over again. The first one rotted right out of the box from Hauserman, so they sent me that replacement called the Purple Zebra. And I was diligent. I took care of it. I filled it just at the right times. And I didn't overwater it, and it was growing. It had striped buds, white with purple stripes. I couldn't wait for them to open. And then I came downstairs one morning, and they were all blasted buds. I'll show you. And so that's what we're going to do this morning, is we're going to open up those pots, find out how rotted the middle is or the roots are, repot them into smaller pots if I can, and hope and pray over them. And maybe next year, maybe, I'll see some flowers bloom on those plants. Come join me. All right, here we go. You already saw me, so that's not important. This is the one that used to be striped white and purple. The buds all blasted. This one is the Secret Smile. Actually, this is the one that was upstairs. Sorry. Secret Smile. She was up in my room, orchid room. She lost 1, 2, 3 leaves on me so far, and now this one's going and they've all blasted. So we need to check her out. And this is the one that was my replacement for the first one that didn't do so well. Purple Zebra. These were white and striped, and now they're just shriveling. So let's check them out. Do this one first. I want to just cut them all off. That's just my personal feelings right now, but I'll try dumping it out first. See what we got. I remember it came in bark, so moving it to bark shouldn't have been much of an issue. Much, I say. But you know what? All the top part at the core seems to be where it was rotting. And that would be my mistake, because I kept misting that part thinking it was dry. Trying to encourage these guys to grow. So possibly that could be my fault. But this inner stuff is just dead. I don't know if that was all me. Look at that. Death, death, death. It has that stop, start brown marks in it. So let me sterilize with hydrogen peroxide or rubbing alcohol. That's what we do. We drink the alcohol and then we rub it on the I'm just kidding. Today, a shot of tequila would be the best way to start my morning. But I don't do that. I only talk about it because I had nightmares. I had pain. We'll take these old pieces out. So frustrating. What I'm going to do so it sits on my shelf and it doesn't taunt me is I'm just going to cut these. There might be secondary spikes that would love to grow, but that just isn't me. It had its chance, doggone it. And it didn't produce. At my house, you got a couple of chances and then it's like, it's gonna sit on the shelf with all the other fowls and think about it. It's kind of like when you told your kids, you go to the corner and you think about that. what you just said to Mama. You go think about that. I had a couple pig-headed kids. They'd say, you want me to think about it for an hour? I'll think about it for 2 hours and I won't even be bothered by it. I won't name any names though. All right, third one, you're going down too. Because I don't got time for that. You will sit on the shelf with all the other fowls and you will think about being a good fowl. And I will trim off. Look at my bark's not even dead. Not even old. I will put all my dead stuff on a paper towel. There we go. Okay. Where to begin? All right, the dead one at the top. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. I will be very delicate with those aerial roots because they will continue to do well, I hope. It's about the only thing that I got going for me right now is those aerial roots. I know, I can see them when they're growing. Definitely, she got watered yesterday, so she is wet. And yesterday I told her, you better shape up or I'm gonna snip you right off. Those are rotted. Rotted. She's got some hope. She's trying to put new branches out. Take off any sphagnum moss. You had your chance, sphagnum moss. You're out of here. This is hanging on by a thread, so I will just snip it in the middle, give it a chance to heal and grow again. The white ones doesn't necessarily mean death. It just means they were on the deep inside and didn't see the sun. Ugh, so sad. And of course, if this video didn't work, then I just won't air it. No time to go backwards in time. No time, no time. A little bit of sphagnum moss at the top. It's all coming out. Death. Death. Ooh. Death. If it's got a big black spot, it's coming off. Because I know it will just turn into more black stuff and rot. Now I can't see anything. Little green growing tip. Yay, there's some hope there. All right. Well, now I will just use my fingers and the end of one of those and try to get all the little tiny pieces of soggy moss out of there because they're rotting. at the top of the roots, not necessarily down at the bottom where they're growing tips. But isn't that frustrating when you wait months and months and then boom. We did get the forest fires and the smoke air quality dropped terrible. I don't know if that had any effect on the plants. I know we didn't have the door open and the windows are closed because of the smoke, but it still infiltrates through the open and closing of the doors. I don't know how that played into this. But I am getting more and more vestibular migraines that are based out of the base of my neck, and that Botox really helps that. So I'm looking forward to that, because you know, spinning around and feeling like you're on a boat when you're actually just sitting on your couch, it's not good. Not good. All right, I think we got most of this one emptied out. I will move on to the next one. Purple zebra. All right, moving on to this guy. Sterilize my scissors. Put that skewer in the sink and give it a good bleaching. All right, Missy, here we go. You have beautiful leaves, but you have dropped so many of them. Your chance is up. MS Secret Smile. Yeah, it's been a secret, all right. I haven't seen her smile yet. I've seen her drop many leaves. Well, at least it's drier on the inside of this one. I'm not overwatering the upstairs plants. Yay! But she feels crunchy and dry like she is dead. I can't win. Overwatering, underwatering. Maybe it's the company. Maybe they came to me bad. I don't know. I think I personally won't order phals anymore. If I'm going to take the gamble that they're going to die, because 90% of them do die, I'll just buy them at the grocery store where I can actually hands-on look at them. That'll be my new thing. The only thing I buy online now won't be phals. These are all completely dead. Dead, dry. You wouldn't have even known I watered it this week. It's got all these little nubby eyes, like I've tried so hard to produce roots for you. She's not going to. I wonder if she's rotted in the middle. Probably is. Let me get my big garden shears. All right, we are going down, and I am actually cutting into the stem because I don't got time to deal with. She looks good. She doesn't have that dreaded F. Fusarium. I don't know if that focused in enough for you. I'll go closer. But she had not a single live root on her here. So now we will clean her up and pamper her and see if she will do anything for me on a bed of moss, maybe. Pull off these dry things. Remains of yesterday. So frustrating. Look at all those nubbins. Nubbins or eyes, whatever you want to call them. Those were all attempted roots that were trying so hard to bust through that seriously thick. These are seriously thick leaves. The other one, not so thick, but these were like Tostito chips that you can dip. So that just amazes me. I've never seen so many nubs that were trying. Okay, I will cut her long, beautiful spike. Give her a chance to pop something through, if she will. I'll have to seal off the end with some cinnamon, then let her rest, and then when it's dry, I'll try wrapping some moss or something around those nubs. That is so discouraging. She was my promising one. Guess I better root for the underdogs, not the promising ones. Now that one, when I picked at it, had pink, purple. Let me go up this, because if she is dead, no, she's still not quite dead. No purple. So I will pamper her for a week or two. If she spirals, rots, falls off, everything dies, she's in the bin. All right. Well, I will pot these up again and wash up my stuff. Thanks for spending some time with me. Hopefully you can see me. Thanks for spending some time with me. I'll talk to you later. Well, we got this one in a smaller container. Wrap those roots in a circle, and if Purple Zebra decides to perform for me next year, that would be great. The other one you see there in the distance, she's just sitting in a smaller pot on a mound of dry bark, and the tip of it isn't touching the bark. It's still got cinnamon and it's drying out. And I'm just gonna leave her and put her upstairs where there's humidity in the air, and then maybe in 3-4 days, put some light squeezed out damp moss around those nubby roots. Maybe they'll spark back up to life and try to keep growing. Wish me luck.